Hey everyone, we're here at Gaylord Opryland Resort and Convention Center here in Nashville, Tennessee. We're here for their fall Halloween decorations. There's Spookly right there behind us. The event's called Goblins and Giggles. So we're going to check out everything they have to offer. Let's go check it out. Alright everyone, we just got into the Atrium area, and the Delta Riverboat section's right over there. And here's a look at some of the events they have going on. So there's a Haunted Hidden Treasure Escape Room, a Wicked Brews Spook Easy, Ghouls Night Out Riverboat Ride, that's part of the Delta Riverboat, and there's also a QR code here for more information. There you go. And it's Goblins and Giggles. They're also doing a Scavenger Hunt. So the Scavenger Hunt is right here at the Delta Riverboat. So you get a book. We'll link our past Scavenger Hunt video below. And I know you saw him in our intro, but there's Spookly right there. The pumpkin walking around. So let's go see all the decorations they have and check it out. Here's the Delta Riverboat. You can see a little pumpkin up top that looks just kind of like Spookly. Off in the distance for the Delta boat, they do have a spookier ride going on right now. So you can see some of those spider webs out there. There's a boat leaving right there. And there's a skeleton pirate ship there too. So the boats are running a little bit later in the night right now for the Halloween event. And let's continue on. And here's a little bit of information about the Delta Riverboat ride they had going on.
It's the Ghouls Night Out Riverboat Ride.
So you can see some of the Christmas lights already going up, it looks like. That's one of our favorite times of the year. And if you look right over here, we already see some of the first ghosts hanging out here. I want to zoom in a little bit so you can see them better. Looks pretty cool.
Pumpkin over there?
Oh yeah. Oh. Steph found the pumpkins already too. So zoom in a little bit over there for you.
Jack-o'-lanterns.
Jack-o'-lanterns are pumpkins right there. Those ones are signs with lights on them, but still pretty cool.
Huh?
Alright, we're just heading along, and there's some pumpkins there and some candy corn here.
Yeah, so it looks like these things are for when you're riding around the
boat.
Water. Yeah, on the boat.
The Delta Riverboat. So you get the spookier ride. There was actually a witch ahead of us. You can barely see her. But we're going to keep heading out. I don't know if we can see her or not. But there's some cool lights up there. And also, we have a full tour we're going to link down below, as well as a Scavenger Hunt. So be sure to check out both of those videos. But there's some more candy corn there. Some signs for the candy corn, and that's the Delta Moon sign there. And heading over here, there is a witch right there. That's really cool. So we'll take a look real quick at the witch there. That's amazing. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing good, thank you. Love the costume.
Thank you. Love it.
That's awesome. All right, we're gonna head up these stairs here and just keep checking out the atrium and the decorations they have. We just camped the stairs here. There's some pumpkins. Oh, they actually have signs that look stuff. Selfie spot. So here's some of the pumpkins they have. These are really neat looking. Look at that.
You're messing up my selfie.
I was in Steph's selfie, but there we go. Look at that. Really neat looking. There's a carved looking pumpkin down here as well. This is a huge pumpkin. Look at that tree on there. Wow. That's really cool. Just to give you a point of reference, here's that big pumpkin we saw on the little ones right there. Just to the left of that's the Delta Island. So we're gonna take a look through Delta Island, see if they have anything different for Halloween right now. Here's another sign here just to show you more what they have. So, Goblins and Giggles. And there's the QR code as well. And then, looks like straight ahead we have the escape room. We're not gonna do the escape room. I think I saw online it was minimum of $100 for 4 people, I believe. Don't quote me 100%, but I believe that's what it was online. There's a spooky animal encounters, monster mash bash, Halloween hide and seek scavenger hunt, Ghouls Night Out, lots of stuff. Learning Log Hollow, Frosty Fun Zone, Trick or Treat Expedition, There's a lot of cool things. Look at that guy right there. He looks pretty cool. I'm dropping some
like
candy.
you when you wake up.
Alrighty, we're gonna go check out the atrium. We just saw little Stephanie right there. Hey, Stephanie. And they also have a fountain show too, running I think 2 or 3 times a night. That's specifically designed for Halloween time or this time of year. So we're gonna check that out too. Alright everyone, we just saw some of the fountain show here, and for the event for the goblins and giggles, I think it is, it makes me giggle every time I say it, it's 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock, so that's a fantasy and folklore show. That's what you saw a little bit of there. There was the fountain show you just saw. So there's a little close-up look of it there. You see some of the Christmas lights they have right now, absolutely beautiful. And there's those lights they have around the fountain show that goes on. And we're gonna head down to this little lower part right here. This is where when we first came in, we saw Spookly at. So we'll see if Spookly is still here. Looks like they have a bar up here as well, or something going on. There's some like little it's like corn in the trees. That's pretty cool. A little closer there. It's like strung up in the trees here. You can see some moss they've added to the trees. That's pretty cool and stuff.
What are these things?
That's like corn.
Are they gummy bears?
Oh, those are gummy bears. Yeah, we'll show you the gummy bears too. You can see them. You see the corn stuff?
Oh yeah.
It's like
Popcorn?
yeah, popcorn. There's the one, the gummy bears. That's kind of facing where the boats come in at. Let me see if I get a front view for you of it real quick. You can kind of see right there. There's a gummy bear hanging right there too. He's really dark, it's hard to see him. And
that's the Monster
look at these.
Mash Bash over there.
Oh, is it? Oh, cool. Look at these lights right here. Those are cool.
What's the Monster Mash Bash? Are they having a party? Guys, this is supposed to be the Monster Bash, but we're the only people here.
We're the only ones here, so I need everybody that watches this video to come to the Monster Mash Bash and have a good time over here. But it's really neat to have a DJ set up. It's pretty cool. And they have some little drinks you can get over here, so it's a pretty neat setup.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's keep see if we can find some more decorations.
Let's go.
We just passed a sign here. It's going to stop and show you the Monster Mash Bash, Goblins and Giggles. So there's your QR code. Brooms and bats and black cats, oh my. Guests can jack-o'-lantern jive, skeleton shuffle, or just enjoy this bashing good time. That's really cool.
I don't think there was many people enjoying it.
There wasn't anybody down there except for us right now. But still neat to have a live DJ here. This is the Halloween hide-and-seek scavenger hunt. And there's our guy Spookly again.
Okay, I was trying to figure out what I was smelling because it smells a little bit like heaven. And we're by Cinnabon.
Oh yep, Cinnabon's right here.
Cinnabon.
Everybody has to love Cinnabon, so there it is there. Here's another sign for that escape room. And some cool artwork there. Escape room and treasure chest belonging to the villainous pirates Barnabas Blackbeard has been discovered in the haunted hollows of the resort. That's pretty cool. There's more to read there as well.
Only
September.
the smartest and luckiest of landlubbers can crack the code. I guess I'm going to be cracking it.
And September 10th through October 30th. That's when all these Halloween events or fall events are going on. There's another QR code there for the tickets. And here's the Cinnabon right here. You can smell this a mile away. amazing looking treats there. And just for an area of reference, there's the fountain show there. This is where all the shops are and the pizza place. And just right down below where the fountain show is where the Monster Mash Bash was. And there is the Stack Burger place. But just seeing a little bit of point of reference while you're in here. And so many good spots to view the fountains from. So really anywhere in this area you can see the fountains. Our spot is actually right here below us. So we just go right down to this gate right here on these stairs. That's where we always film our fountain shows at. So just a little tip, that's where we go to. It may not be the best spot, but that's where we think in our mind is the best spot. Just straight in there and kind of lead up on that little wall right there. We're just continuing along now throughout the hotel. Just want to give this beautiful look here. You got the lights in the trees, and that's where the riverboats go through, and there's the fountain show, and just a look at the whole hotel here. One of our favorite places to go in Nashville multiple times throughout the year. And we're trying to find the Spook Easy right now, so we'll see if we can find that.
I haven't even seen a sign for it. I wonder if it's not advertised.
Maybe. There's a sign right here for the Ghouls Night Out. We're about right to our left.
So
and then,
Escape Room and the Wicked Brew Spook Easy. It is on the sign,
yeah.
so it's straight forward.
It's straight ahead. So let's go see if we can find it.
I hope we're going in the right way because it's taking us through
The convention center.
The convention center to get to the Spook Easy. Better be where we think it is.
Yeah, now we do come here a lot, so we do know when you go to the convention center straight ahead, that's where all the restaurants are.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense where they're leading us to. It also leads to all different atriums as well, so we'll see what's ahead.
Alright.
We're about the ballroom area now. We just found our next sign, so now where the Spook Easy and Escape Room is this way. It looks like they have some little Starbucks machines too. You can swipe your card.
I've never seen a Starbucks machine.
You swipe your card, and then there's different things. The coffee roast that they have up top.
It's $4.75 each, and they have hot cocoa as well.
Well, there you go. So you can get that while you're walking through if you want. There's the size of the cups there. We're gonna keep heading down to see if we can find the Spook Easy. You can probably hear the music off in the distance. There's those beautiful chandeliers I probably showed in all of our Opryland videos as we walk past this area. Straight ahead is the district. And I'm guessing that's where the Spook Easy is. I already see a sign ahead that says Spook Easy on the building. So we'll head over there and see if it's open and what's going on. There's the trick-or-treat expedition stops. They do have the candy you come and do the trick-or-treating at. And right as you walk in here, straight ahead one of the front lobbies, this is the Spook Easy right here. So there's some signs for it up top there. That's like a cool little building here. And here's the main sign for it. So Wicked Brews, Spook Easy, 21 and up only. So there's the heads up on that. 7 to close is the price. And there's a QR code there and a cool zombie hand as well. Look at these lanterns too. Cool bulbs and cool spider webs and everything. Let's head inside the Spook Easy. All right, we're heading now. Some cool candles there. It looks really neat out here. The theming's already pretty cool. And so here we are just inside the Spook Easy here. There's some spider webs here. Little pumpkin there.
How you doing?
How you doing? More spider webs. Skull Island. Pretty cool map there. This is awesome in here. Another pumpkin picture up there. There's the beautiful stained glass ceiling there. There's a big map on the wall too. Just look at this place right here. There's a big throne in here and everything. Raven there. Yeah, there's a giant book there covered in spider webs. A book and some candles. Some more cool decorations. Check out this picture on the wall here. So it's normal now, and a second ago it was just kind of like flaming, kind of spooky looking. There's some candles there. Really neat looking. Got some cool animatronics in here. It's a little dark in here, and I apologize. Big throne we actually saw at the Home Depot. And all those pictures do move as well. So you got a full bar over here as well. Full bar with a big skull right here too. That's really neat looking. Here's a look at the actual drink menu they have here for the Spook Easy. So old fashioned from the Haunted Forest, Slayer's Bud, Trap Soul, and the Evil Eye. And then a Wicked Brew here as well. So lots of good options. And there's some cool pirate hats there. And then I'll look at the bar back there as well. This is really cool looking back here. We're in the district area now where all the restaurants are. This is just past the Speakeasy, so there's Fuse. Loud here, but they have a live band. It's actually a really good band too.
We'll put a foot in your ass and stay up there and get away. Hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list. And the statue will live and start shaking a fist. And the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be here.
That's the band right there.
Hear all the freedom start ringing a bell. It'll feel like the whole wide world is raining down on you.
All right, we're back in the Delta area again, and we just came through some pumpkins right here. Wow, these are cool. The standard like jack-o'-lantern right there. So it's got some music notes, of course, from Music City. I look at the cowboy boot stuff. That looks really neat. And the tombstone one's really cool. There's some more right there. The microphone. Look at the Nashville one. Not lit up, but it's pretty cool they did that. And there's a cowboy hat. Oh, there's a spookly back there as well. That's pretty cool. And a nice guitar there. Look, a beware sign too. So here's just a look back at all of them real quick. Here's a giant Goblins and Giggles book. I said Goblins and Giggles like 100 times tonight. That's pretty cool. And there's a selfie spot, Steph. Look. There's the word for the selfie spot here. And if you just look off in the distance, we'll go down the whole walkway, but you can see some pumpkins there. Back behind those, you can see some more pumpkins and ghosts as well. And then back behind us, the fountain show. And there's the moss in the tree and all that. Whoa, look at that, Steph.
I know, I'm taking a picture.
Oh, thank you for lighting it up. That's really cool. Look at that with the wings. Wow, that's awesome. There's look at those trees the same way they added moss kind of to the trees there. That looks really cool. Now let's head down this path. Here we are at the next little set of pumpkins. Tombstone right there. It's a little skull down there at the bottom. And look at that, Bride of Frankenstein. Wow, that's really cool. I love Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein. Tombstone pumpkin. There's Frankenstein there. Looks like we got the Wolfman, I think it is. There's a witch. That's really neat. Oh, and Dracula. Dracula. That's really cool. Here's the a view of them from a little further back so you can see multiple at one time. There we go, good view there. Wow, that's really neat. What do you think so far, Steph?
I loved it. I love all the pumpkins. They have really great designs on them.
This is one of our favorite times of the year.
I see some more down there I want to go look at.
They just did a fantastic job here so far.
Yeah.
We love Opryland every time we come, but these pumpkins are really awesome. So before I fall down these stairs in front of you, let's go check out the next set of pumpkins. And we're just kind of snaking our way through this atrium here. And there's the fountain show off in the distance. Some more of the Christmas lights that they're putting up. They do a fantastic Christmas out here. And then more pumpkins.
So at 8 o'clock they have the Halloween spooky color fountain show. That's in about 10 minutes.
All right, there we go. 8 o'clock is going to be the spooky one. The 7 o'clock one we just saw earlier in the video was the folklore music one. And so there's a inflatable back there. And just a wider view of the pumpkins here. And then we'll do a close-up view of each one too. Here's the closer-up view now. Pretty cool pumpkin. Oh, look at that stuff. The spiders hanging from the spider web. That's really cool. Another jack-o'-lantern pumpkin there.
I like
An
the
eagle.
guy with the skeleton.
Oh, the skeleton. All right, we're heading that way. Look at that evil one right there. Wow, that looks cool. And another tombstone down here in the front. Get a better view of that. It's really cool. They have the tombstones out. There's like a raven right there. Looks really cool. And then a cat, another jack-o'-lantern. And there's the one Steph likes right there a lot, the pumpkin. They did a fantastic job carving him. And then look at that tree back there, inflatable. Looks really cool there. And then this trail that we just looped or kind of zigzagged through brings us right back out to the kind of the back of the fountains here. And so there's the fountain show, and before we were just kind of straight across over there. There's more pumpkins. We'll take a closer look at each one individually, but there's the set of them right there. Those are really neat looking. And let's get a close-up look of them here. There's the witch right there. Really cool. And scarecrow is awesome. Wow, look at that scarecrow. And the bats, cornstalk. They're showing us little pumpkins right there and skulls. Really good theming here. Really cool spider. And tombstone says rest in pieces. That's pretty cool. There's some bones down there. Look at that big one right there. That's amazing. Cornstalk, another jack-o'-lantern there. And they have a trick-or-treat one right there. Really nice. And then behind it some spiders. Really cool in there too. You got the bat and the moon. Wow. And the tombstone there. There's just a look back at all of them. If I turn this way, there's a spookly sign and some more pumpkins. And before it, the spookly, this is a selfie spot here. And the selfie spot, I think I mentioned in some of our past videos, but there's the fountain straight across is where you kind of come in where those shops are. That's where you watch the fountain show from quite a bit, straight across. There's some lights up there for the fountain show. And just turning back around, there's another spookly sign there. He's the mascot for the event here. And here's some more pumpkins. Gonna get a wider look, then we'll look at each one individually. Wow, it's candy and treats. That's really cool. These are neat. Wow. Like a little lollipop there, cupcake. They have lollipops on each end. Lollipop there. The leaf is blocking a little bit, but it's like candy wrappers. Some more candy wrappers there. Cupcake, lollipop. Again, they're a cupcake and lollipop there. And that's a cool sign. Treats. And more of the candy wrapper there. Those are really awesome. Wow. There's a look at one of the boats passing by. The boats do look pretty packed tonight. Usually the boats stop, I think, around 5 or 6 normally. Tonight they have the special one for the Halloween event going on. So they're running, I think, from 9 or 9:30. And there's some different things hanging around, and also some different, I think, like a witch that we saw. So just different people dressed up for the boat ride. Just to show you real quick, there's the boat going by we just saw. There's actually like a skeleton pirate down there. That's pretty cool. Oh, wow. Alrighty, so that was the actual Halloween show, and wow, it's amazing. Gotta get down a little lower. Woo! So like the first one was the folklore show. This one's the actual spooky Halloween. The fountain ones are really loud. I don't know if you can quite hear us or hear the music on the show. But that was an amazing show. What do you think, Steph?
It was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah, they did a really good job. I can't wait to see the Christmas show come up at Christmas time, and this amazing job on this Halloween show. It's my first time ever seeing the Halloween show here.
Yeah, now we're gonna go try to find a pretzel dog.
All right, let's go find
Let's
it.
go. It's no rain on.
They got some water leaks and stuff. Just got a water droplet. So just walking through the garden area now. Oh wow. A little hard to see. Look at that. There's a Dracula right there. Let's zoom in on him. That's really cool.
He's gonna get us. We gotta go.
That's really cool looking. That's awesome. Alright everyone, we just got our favorite drink, of course, Mountain Dew. And we also got some of the pretzel dolls. Look at those things. Wow, look really good. Can we bring them out? Alright, we had to cut the video there real quick. They're so hot off the oven. We had to stop to cool down our mouths. But something cool we didn't know too was that Auntie Annie's does breakfast. They actually have like sausage, like egg and cheese sandwiches on a pretzel bun.
Yeah.
And then like these little bites here for breakfast, they have sausage inside of them. So we're not going to be at breakfast time, of course, since we live locally. But that's pretty cool to have breakfast.
Yeah.
So we'll keep enjoying our snack, and then we'll take a look at a few things left. If there's anything left to take a look at. There's a pretty fountain there, the kids' corral. There's the cinnamon we've been smelling that got us with the tasty cinnamon roll. And just to show you real quick right here, here's the menu for breakfast we're talking about. So they have the pretzel rolls, of course coffee, and sausage sticks. Those look really good. And this is just where you go through, and a couple of shops here. Amelia's, they have closed, and everything's closed right now, unless these places close at 7. But all the food options are still open. So there's the marketplace there. Super friendly staff in there. It's kind of like anything you would imagine at a gas station, like assortment wise, but even bigger than that. Plus a Starbucks in there. And there's a boot shop, or they have boots and clothes, I think, to your left, Johnson & Murphy. There's the Opry shop, the actual gift shop, and then down that hallway is where the fountain show is, and then there's the pizza shop down there too. There's our little horses there. We'll see those statues every time we come in. In the Cascades area now. It's another beautiful area of the hotel here. And we're just going to do a quick walk through the Cascades just to show you kind of what it has to offer, or just kind of take a look at it. It's in our full video before as well. It's beautiful in here. There's some really cool fountains right here. There's the Falls restaurant, and the Cascades lobby is this way as well. There's a big waterfall over there to the distance. There's all the hotel rooms you can see as well. Balconies overlooking the falls. They have seating out here by the waterfall area, and there's a live band as well. Playing Jolene, it sounds like. This is the main check-in lobby now. It's a beautiful check-in lobby. Just give you kind of an idea of the hotel itself. And then we're here mainly just for the Halloween stuff. And there's the person singing right there. And there's a look at the falls from right here. It's absolutely beautiful. Alrighty, here's the Garden Conservatory. You know, we have our full Opryland tour down below. We kind of walk through everything a little more detailed. We're kind of just showing you some highlights from our favorite parts here. Here's that really cool area. It's a photo op down there, but also can be a good spot for weddings. There's a fountain down there as well. So really cool. And we're just gonna go kind of take a walk here on the Skywalk so you can just see there's some of the hotel rooms. They got a huge guitar here. That's pretty cool. There's some music notes hanging there. It's really neat. You can see all the balconies and all the rooms. I think the top is suites. And then there's the rooms with balconies below. You can see a little bit the hanging lights right here. Those are usually turned on. I'm not sure why they're not turned on tonight. But they are getting ready for Christmas decorations. And they, of course, had the Halloween stuff up, so that could be why. Just a look down below here. This is what we're kind of walking over top right now. Just kind of like a jungle almost. Really neat. Here's the other side of the walkway here. So just really, really neat. There's a fountain down below. Just show you that real quick. Really neat. That's the way we're heading, so we'll get a closer look up over here in a second. Just to look back where we just came from. It's just beautiful here. You know, even if you don't stay here, if you're just in Nashville visiting, definitely stop by the Opryland Hotel.
Yeah, and if you want to see a room view, let Jeremy know, because I'm trying my best to convince him to get me a room here, and I can't do it, guys. He won't do it, so let him know.
We're working on getting a room here one night. A lot of times the rooms that we want are sold out, so those sell out quickly. But we are going to work on trying to get a room here one night. And this is the fountain we just looked at from above.
Oh, shoot.
You alright? Really cool view of the fountain there. Makes that kind of little reflecting pool around it. Looks really neat. There's just walkways all around. You can see people down there. And we were just up above there. There's walkways all around. There's another waterfall up here. We're going to walk through this path and show you. You've probably seen this one in some of our videos before. This is another really neat waterfall they have here, and there's one more that we're going to show you before we leave this area. So look at that waterfall. Wow. A little side one there. So I'll be quiet just for a second so I can take in the beautiful sound of the waterfall. Alright, let's head to the next waterfall real quick and take a look at that. So we're on the garden walkway now, just so you have a point of reference. And there's the wine bar there, Conservatory wine bar. And then above us was that pathway that we were on. And now we're just heading over here. It's a little dark in here since it's night. Oh, there's Stephanie. Oh. Hey.
Hi.
This next one's really neat. So this is the one you actually can walk underneath. And it's a little dark in here, so...
Are we going to get wet at all?
No, you don't get wet if you don't stay. If you don't go out near the edge, you won't get wet. So if you don't go around the edge, you won't get wet. But there's the walkway above we came down. There's the waterfall and a little reflecting pool. And look how cool this looks. I think we can see it pretty good. There's actually a bench down here. There's a bench right there. You can see the ground's a little wet around the edges. It's a little hard to see. But there's the view behind the waterfall. That's really neat. There's the pool down below there. I'm gonna be a little quiet for a few seconds just so you can take in the sounds. But we're right here at a bench too, so you can literally just sit at this bench for as long as you want it. And this is what you would hear right here. I just love waterfalls and everything, so it's just amazing to hear that. And coming back out of this little area right here, you can see there's Stephanie in the dark there with the phone. But there's the waterfall you were just under. Hey everyone, we're just underneath the waterfall now. So Stephanie, turn on the light here. You can see kind of what we actually see back here, but you can see the waterfall right there. And we'll cut the waterfall, the light off for 1 second here, because that's how dark it actually is underneath there. And there's Stephanie again. Light and no light. But we love sitting underneath the bench under here, and it's just amazing just to sit on this bench and just spend some time. And so it's pretty cool. We're just back walking through the Delta area. This is a selfie spot again right here they have. And you can see the bridge back there with some cool purple and orange lights. That looks pretty cool. And there's a candy corner over there. We were just over on the other side before. That's where the Monster Mash thing is, the dance hall over there. Look at this guy right here. Oh, he's really neat. You got the pumpkin pail there. Looks really cool. And here's just some theming here. Monster Mash Bash, and it's just different things they have to offer. And there's a cool look in between the bridges right here. And there's Spookly over there. You can barely see him. And there's a boat coming by right there. That's really neat. Alrighty, we made it over to Spookly now. And there is Spookly right there. So, wave guys. Hey Spookly. That's pretty cool. So that's the mascot of the event here. And really cool. And that's the Monster Mash Bash right there behind him. So, alright. That's pretty awesome. There's a pirate ship. I know we showed a little bit before. There's a better look up kind of off in the trees here around the boat area. That's a cool pirate ship there. And then this is looking back here. There's lighting up there. And then Spookly back down there again. Spookly looks really awesome. Willow log right here. Actually a log you can go inside of. That's pretty cool. Inside there's like some little Halloween decorations set up as you go along. That's really neat. There's the log itself. That's pretty cool right there. There's a little hole you can peek in here. And another one of the little holes down over here you can peek in. Really neat. And then right past the log here, that lady right there in the red coat is one of the areas we get the trick-or-treat candy from. And looking back at the log there, so there's trick-or-treat candy for different events they have going on with the Halloween stuff. It's a trick-or-treat expedition. And there's the Scavenger Hunt. It's sold right here at this bar. Again, there's the sign right there for the trick-or-treat expedition. That's the first lady you go to right there. All right, everyone, we're back to the car now. Went to one of our favorite places to go here in Nashville, which is Opryland Hotel. Just an awesome time. They have all the Halloween decorations up currently, or fall decorations. We kind of give you a little mini tour as well. We have our full tour from before, the springtime, down in the description below. And we'll also put our Scavenger Hunt video down in the description below as well. What'd you think, Steph?
We had a really good time. I enjoyed it a lot. There's a lot to look at. The pumpkins are really cool. I liked those a lot.
Yeah, the pumpkins were awesome. The card really neat. Both shows were cool. One was the folklore show, and then one was the actual Halloween kind of spooky show. We say spooky, it's totally safe for kids. So don't think you can't bring your kids here. It's totally safe for them. They had the little dancing thing, Monster Mash dancing thing, whatever it's called.
The Monster Mash
Bash. We did notice when we were leaving, there's a sign that says $10 to get in. They weren't charging anybody to go down there tonight. So I don't know what your experience will be in the future. They may or may not charge. This started not too long ago, and there was no one there tonight. It's been raining all day, so it may just be, hey, there's not many people, let's don't charge. But just a heads up, they may charge if you come. Spookly was pretty cool. The mascot was walking all around. He's the pumpkin. Looked pretty awesome. Just a really cool event. We love it out here, and they did a fantastic job with all the Halloween stuff. So be sure to like and subscribe. If you're new here, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all soon. Bye, everybody.